Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's GameChanger 20 here. I know it's been a while since I played NHL 20, but NHL 20 is not going to be the topic of this video, as you can probably tell from the title. And in this video, I'm going to discuss some of the things that should be fixed, and some things that can be added for NHL 21. I'm going to try not to be as generic as everybody else, because everybody's like, oh, connect to GM, please. Fix Be a Pro, which I do admit Be a Pro needs to be fixed. Back in the day, whenever they had, I forgot the exact name of it, but it was Be a Pro on steroids pretty much, because you get to make decisions that affected the fans, if they booed you or if they cheered you whenever you came on the ice. So I guess that'll be my first topic of discussion. Be a Pro. Be a Pro needs a massive overhaul. It's no question that whenever they added in the traits and specialties into Be a Pro, that it really didn't add much, but an incentive to like grind out a couple more games in which you probably would have in order to get those traits and specialties faster. But other than that, Be a Pro hasn't been touched very much. And I wouldn't mind seeing a story mode. I know NHL doesn't get as much budget as, say, Madden or FIFA to be able to do that, but it would be nice to see. If they can't do that, at least have some original dialogue that you can, like, they have chemistry in franchise mode. Why can't you communicate with your teammates and create chemistry? That'd be an interesting take, because, I mean, they're your teammates. You want to have as much chemistry as possible. So, if you're able to communicate with your teammates, maybe in the locker room before games, you have something like, if you want to be a jerk, or if you want to be a team player, or if you want to step up and become a captain, you have dialogue options for that. That would be an interesting thing to see be added in the Be a Pro mode. But we'll just have to wait until the announcement trailers and release date trailers in order to see if they do change anything about that. Number 2, I want to see more improvement to matchmaking online, especially in ESHL. It's no question that servers are really bad for this game, for ESHL at least, and I really want to see those fixed. That's mainly the reason why we can't have a connected GM, is because the servers are so bad. Servers just can't handle 32 players playing, and that's really the main reason why we can't have connected GM. If they would spend money to fix the servers, I would think that would greatly improve the longevity of this game. This is one of the only games where I have to have nearly perfect internet connection in order to be able to play. And that's just not fair. And if there's something where you connect up with East and Western players and you get those yellow bars, you have to quit, or not you just have that disadvantage for the entire match. So I'd definitely like to see better matchmaking and better servers. That's what I want for number 2, because if you think about it, if you do that, they can add in connected GM again, and it'll just make it that much more easier. The longevity of the game will be better, and yeah, the health of the game will also improve as well. Now, number 3, this is also another one for ESHL. I would like to see more customization for players. Now, if you don't know, FIFA has this system set up where you can build your player up. Now, it's not like in the previous NHLs where NHL 14 you could build up your player all the way up to a 99 overall. It's not like that. You can set up the skill set for your player, like if you want to be a striker, a passer. It's been a while since I played FIFA, so I'm not exactly sure the name of the positions. If you want to be a midfielder, they have the skills and attributes set up for you where you can grind to improve your player, but your player won't become overpowered. So you'd only have to grind maybe a good 20 hours in game in order to get your player all the way up to his full potential. And I think that would be a really good addition. A lot of people ask for it, especially the hardcore players of the game. They ask to be able to have that NHL 14 set up once again, but I just don't think that would be fair because, like me, I'm about to be going into college. You know, I'm not going to have as much money as I usually do to be able to pick up NHL 21. So if I get it in like Christmas, whenever the Christmas sale goes on, I don't want to be going against 99 overall players. What I would like to see, however, is that players get rewarded for playing the game in something other than cosmetic items. Don't get me wrong, cosmetic items are nice. I enjoy having them on my goalie, but I think players that play this game day in, day out do deserve something. NHL isn't the most popular game in the world, so seeing a loyal player base play this day in, day out, I think they deserve something for it. Now, number 4, I guess I'll just go ahead and say it, Connected GM. I didn't want to be like everyone else, but there is no secret that Connected GM is a big want for this game. I remember back in NHL 14 whenever I played Connected GM, and that was just a blast. Yeah. Whenever it comes to Connected GM, like I said, they'd have to improve the servers in order to be able to fit 32 people onto like a dedicated server to be able to run Connected GM, but if they can get it going, I think that would increase the player base tenfold. Now, for number 5, Hut. Now, I'm not a big fan of Hut, but I know a lot of people who do play Hut. And it's no secret that Hut is a big money maker for the NHL series, considering that there are so many microtransactions to be had. But what I don't like about Hut is the microtransactions. Especially if you get into playing later on the year, you literally have to grind and grind and grind and grind unless you want to pay money up front. The same thing goes for Madden as well. Madden has the same problem. So I believe if we can maybe tone down the amount of packs that you can buy, I know they already do that, but they need to do it more, because whenever you go up against teams that have like Wayne Gretzky, Alexander Ovechkin, like a whole bunch of these legends and stuff, you really can't do anything against them. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm playing this while making the commentary at the same time, so if you hear a bunch of cuts, that's why. But what I want to see in the game, number 6, a new mode of some time. They tried with the Eliminator series, but I just don't think that was a very I just don't think that was a very good mode at all. Some people would beg to differ, but I do think we do need a new mode in order to bring people into the game. Now, I know they could spend time polishing the game, which I'll get to that later, but I do think that having a newer mode in the game will just make it that much more better. What that new mode could be, I really don't have an idea. Just something different than 1s and 3s, because in my opinion that's a little bit bland at this point. Maybe put a little twist on it. Call it like arcade or something. Arcade mode. You can have that for them, but we do need a new mode. Maybe bring back Winter Classic. I mean, I enjoy playing outdoors in the outdoor rink, Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave that for number 6. I was bambling a little bit there, but yeah, I want to see a new mode added into the game, something that's fun, because I do enjoy playing with friends, you know, having a little fun mode to play, and a lot of the time I just skip 3s and 1s because not only do people take that a little bit too seriously, it's also just bland at this point, so maybe put a little twist on it or something else, but that's for number 6. For number 7, we could use a little bit more polish to goalies. This one's going to be for goalies. If you don't know, they did improve the animations. They added in a whole bunch of animations. Actually, they improved the way rebound works for your goalies. Rebound control was improved, but that's still not enough for us. Unfortunately, with the speed increase that the players got, goalies have been having a hard time trying to keep up with it. And although I'm alright, I know a lot of older goalies that used to play the game way back before I even did, and they're having trouble trying to keep up with the speed that the skaters have now. So that's one thing to keep in mind whenever they do NHL 21. I think goalies could still use a little bit of polish. I think they're headed in the right direction, but they just need to take that extra step. Now, for number 8, here's something that you guys are probably expecting, an update to the engine. Now, I'm not saying use Frostbite, because Frostbite has its own issues and we can't use an entire rework, but we definitely need a new engine. And the engines that we could use would vary on what we need, and what we need is gameplay over visuals. I really do believe that. A lot of people want the visuals that Madden has, but that's really all Madden has going for it. If you see, the AI in Madden has such issues in the engine that it just doesn't really work, and I don't want that for NHL, a series that already struggles off the AI engine. So we definitely need a new engine, but I don't know if Frostbite would be the way to go. Especially with the smaller team in NHL EA, I just don't think they'll be able to handle trying to place the game in a new engine in 1 year and it come out clean. So number 9, more improvements to AI, of course. I know they improved the goalie AI to allow him to read the play around him, but I just don't think that was enough. Again, EA is making, or at least EA NHL, are making steps in the right direction, but they just aren't hitting the mark. AI has definitely improved. If you ever played NHL 16, you know what I mean whenever I say computer used to throw it in their own net. So they are definitely improving the AI each year, but I do believe that it could be worked on a lot more. Especially for Be a Pro, AI there isn't really the smartest whenever you're playing goalie. So sometimes you throw it out and the AI will backward skate towards the puck, but be just behind the opposition, and bam, it's a giveaway, it's a goal, because the AI wasn't interacting to the situation correctly. So if they could just expand on what they've been doing and increase the AI intelligence, I think that would be a massive improvement to both single player modes and multiplayer modes. And now for number 10. This is a personal wish. If it doesn't come into the game, I'm completely fine with that. But a first-person camera mode. Now I know the logistics of that is a little bit off. Especially for Skater, having a first-person view in Skater would be horrendous, especially in multiplayer, because just having the entire view of the ice is nice to have. But my main point with this is goalie. If I could have a first-person view in goalie, and they could find some way to allow me to look around, that would be excellent. I wouldn't even mind a VR version for goalie where you can make saves on your own, because saves are animated, and sometimes the animations aren't what you want. If you had a VR and you were doing the animations for the game, then that could help out that issue some. But not everyone who plays NHL has a VR, so I would just be happy with a first-person view for goalie. If they could find some way to allow me, like, I don't know, press right bumper, because that button's used for literally nothing as long as you're on the alternate goalie controls. That button's used for nothing, so maybe if I could use that button, use the left stick, look around really quickly, look back towards the puck, that'd be nice. That would enhance the goalie and be a pro so much as well. It would just enhance the experience, make you feel like you're really in the action. The closest we got is the low camera. So if we can add in a first person view for goalie, that would be great. That'd be amazing. I love it. I know it's a little bit all over the place. I didn't write a script for this. I just went, like, I thought of some ideas and went along with it in my head. And yeah, so those are the 10 things I would want for NHL 21. I don't know how you guys feel. If you guys agree, disagree with me, leave a comment down below. If you agree with most of what I said, probably don't. Leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't like what I was talking about, because, like, I want to know how the player base feels about some of these ideas. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, comment what I could do next. I do want to continue doing NHL 20 videos. For those of you who don't know, I've been playing Payday 2 a little bit, and I got some more videos for that as well. That's the main reason why you're subscribed to this channel. But yeah, catch you guys later.